Hello guys, in this video I want to talk about how to approach people who you don't know. I got this question a lot in the comments. People ask me like, how do you approach people, how do you start a conversation, and don't you think it's awkward? And in this video I'm trying to help people who are a little bit afraid to practice their language. And I think it's really important to practice the languages with real people. And if you don't do that, then you will probably lose all your skills. So yeah, I hear a lot of people like, alright, you speak a language on a certain level, A1, A2 or B1, it doesn't matter. Your level doesn't matter to start a conversation. But what should you say? That is a really hard question because every person is different. But let's start with the fact that if you speak a foreign language and you just say hello or how are you, then someone is already surprised that you know his or her language. And I think that's already a good beginning. It's all about connecting. And when you speak the same language, I think the person is really feels really appreciated. So what I recommend to do first is to know something about the culture. So for example, if you talk to a Thai Buddhist, you have a different way of talking than when you talk with like a random Thai guy, you know, from your same age. So there are differences. So the first tip is to know how to be polite, or to know what you can say to which person. And if you then use the right words, the right phrases, then I think that's already a good start of greeting someone. Besides that, I think it's really cool if you can show that you're interested in someone. So for example, if you speak to someone from China, you can ask, from which part of China are you? Or how is it there? How is it here in the country? Do you like it here? You know, stuff like that. Those are really simple phrases. Probably you can already ask it with an A1 level. But that's just what I want to say. Your level is not necessary to connect with someone. I mean, you can have people with an A1 level who can connect with someone easily and saying the right stuff, and you have people with a C1 level who are starting with talking about politics to a random guy. So that's a little bit what I want to say. Like, don't worry about your level, don't worry about mistakes, and just try to approach someone and show that you're interested in the culture or in the language. So I think that's a really good start for a conversation if you're talking about how you learned the language, why you learned it, and maybe you can also ask some more stuff about what someone is doing or expecting in the country, what he or she is visiting, stuff like that, or what are your experiences. And yeah, I think that's a really good basic for like a first conversation with someone you don't know. And I think it's also really important, you know, to talk with people who you like, or I mean, just look at the eyes, look at someone. I mean, it's almost the same like when you're in a club, when you're talking with someone. You're talking with someone with a kind of energy, with a kind of nice feeling that you don't feel awkward. So I think that's important too. Just when you are in an area and you just want to practice your languages, first scan a little bit in the area. Try to look at people which look nice or whatever, and try to communicate with them. And then you already have a good start. If you're looking other videos of me, like maybe you can also see some stuff. I mean, maybe you're inspired of something, you know, if you see the videos when I'm speaking languages while I'm going out. I'm almost every time just saying what I'm thinking, and I think that's the most important thing. Just be yourself, say what you're thinking. It could be a joke, it could be a serious question, you can ask what time it is, but just be yourself and just ask what's necessary and don't worry about your level. So that's my advice. Cheers.